Greetings programs. In this video we're going to look at some interesting hardware. A Fantasia FS-8116 CD, VCD, MP3 player. It promises 100 seconds MP3, anti-shock memory. Presumably that also applies to ordinary CDs as well, that it is actually a shock-proof CD player. But the interesting thing that had me was the fact that it can play VCDs as well as MP3 discs. I don't know much about it, but having a look at the label on the bottom, we can see that we have got some kind of script that I do not know. So I'd like to think it is most certainly Asian, but whereabouts I'm not quite sure. If anyone can help or elaborate on this, then feel free to drop a comment in the comment section below. I will appreciate it very much. And of course we've got serial number here, and whatever certificate that's meant to be. Right, okay, so we're going to have a quick look at the sockets and then we're going to run this. Right, firstly we've got DC input 4.5 volt. So it's fairly low power for a video player. Unlike a portable DVD player, which usually come out either 9 or 12 volts. Next up we have open, which if we slide that across like that, it opens the disc tray. While we're here we can also see that we have battery input, and it will take 2 AA batteries. As we can see here. Okay, put that back in. Next up we have remote. I don't have the remote controller. You might be able to use one of those remote, universal remote controllers. But apart from that, I can't really demonstrate that in this video. Then we have charge on off. If you're using rechargeable AA batteries, you have the option of actually charging them up, which is convenient if you don't have a separate battery charger. Just make sure they are rechargeables and not the alkalines that I've currently got on here. Bad idea. Then you've got your volume dial. You've got separate outputs for the audio and the video. Unlike portable compact DVD players, which usually have both of them integrated in one socket, you will have to experiment a bit with the video, because not every RCA to Walkman jack is going to work with this, and I will elaborate on that later in the video. And then we've got hold. Now basically if you're listening to music CDs, you'll find that switching this on will it will resume the disc. If you turn the player off, go off and then come back, you can pause the CD and you can go back to where you were listening rather than listening back at the very beginning of the CD. And that's it. Okay, we're going to play a video disc. Yeah, I'm going to play a VCD. I'm going to try something a little strange, I suppose. Simply because at the moment it's the only VCD that I currently have on hand. Right, we've got the audio, which you can see is wired up all the way to the red and the whites of my television, and the yellow I've had to adapt. I've had to adapt it into a 5mm jack, so then I can then convert it into a 5mm to 3.5mm, but it does work for the most part. video jack. Right. On the controls we have... Right, what do we have for the controls? We have... Next forward. Next forward. Previous reverse. We've got repeat the track. And this one I'm not quite sure. I think it's something specific to video functions. Again, I'm not too sure. Right or rail, I think that's something to do with the left and right channels. N and P, I think these are audio effects. There might be like reverb or something like that, which can be interesting to try with music CDs. Play and pause and stop. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to press play. Pop that over there. I'm going to wait for this to run. Right, we'll see that we've got a number of video tracks playing that have been displayed. Well, this is playing. Now, as an option, we can press next forward, and that will take us to another chapter on the video. Yeah, I believe these are Chinese educational VCDs. I think they're quite interesting from a cultural perspective. Let's eat plushy sushi. Right, just gonna find out what these ESP PCB buttons about. PCB on, PBC on. PBC off. Playback control? Who knows? Oh, is this a menu? You know, I don't know. Well, I don't have a remote control, so if this is a menu, you know I won't be able to use it. I've turned PBC off. Right, left channel. Stereo. Left channel. Right channel. Button is awkward on this. Right, there we go. Stereo. Hello, fellow gastropod. I'm a pod human. Right, EMP button. Oh, that toggles between NTSC and PAL. Oh, good. That's nice. You can switch between PAL and NTSC signals. That is great. Alright. I'm just going to say that if we compare this to a regular portable DVD player, such as the one that I've got here, this one I have does indeed play VCDs. It certainly does. Not all DVD players can play VCD, but this one fortunately does. Yeah, I suppose we've got a bit of a strange commentary here. Well, we're just going to stop this now because I think I'm starting to feel a bit paranoid. But take into account that a portable DVD player, again, like I say, it usually consumes about twice as much power. DC input 9 to 12 volt, whereas we're only doing 4.5 over there. 4.5 volt, and you can use regular AA batteries, whereas the lithium batteries in these, when they do finally get to the end of their life and they can't be recharged anymore, it's not always guaranteeable that you'll be able to source a second-hand supply of batteries or replacement battery, just to say. Right, about the video, now we do have AV out. This also has an AV in, so we can actually plug in directly. This can be used as an external monitor, miniature monitor, which is useful in itself. Miniature TV. As I say though, it's the composite audio. The AV cable that I got with the DVD player, which combines the red, the white and the yellows, they will not work with the Fantasia VCD. They absolutely won't. I've tried it and it just will not work. And this is partly because the pins, but you know, you can see that you've got 4 separate notches on the combined cable, whereas here we've only got 3 notches on the video cable that I've made up. Right, if we unplug all this, and try out the DVD player, you'll see what I mean. I feel it's just, you know, show and tell when it comes to documenting this kind of obscure hardware. But yeah, I think it's quite nice as a low power video medium, especially if you have an interest in VCD imports. As I say, I think you will get audio, but you won't get video come through because of the way that the ends up. There we go. You see, it doesn't work. You can put it in audio. And in terms of wiring, the audio will work, but it won't with video. this is why you need to have a separate video and audio cable, and that's why these generic combined cables that you often get included with portable DVD players will not work. So yeah, that's about all there is to it. As I say, I don't have the remote controller for this. I suppose, as I say, you could try using something like one of those universal remotes, and given that you've got the code sheet for it. I don't think the code for a Fantasia portable was ever documented in it though. Just have a look though. Brand code, Akai, Amstrad, Crown, Eastern, Elman, Fantasia. No, we've only got Fagor, Fenner, Ferguson, Fidelity UK. No, we don't have a brand called Fantasia. Now, I feel that the Fantasia might be a rebadged version of any similar portable VCD, or should I say semi-portable VCD, since you'll need a monitor of sorts. Again though, if there's something about this that I don't know, you're very welcome to drop a comment in the comment section below, as I know there's plenty about this that I don't know. I'm just trying to get the ball rolling, which is generally what I do with most of my videos. I know that I don't know everything, but I feel like if I get the ball rolling and gather up interest, then we can all work together as a team in documenting interesting electronic hardware. So yeah, Fantasia FS-8116 CD, VCD, mp3 player. Thank you for watching.